Trust to Disrupt, the podcast where visionary entrepreneurs, artists, creators, Web3 and crypto minds share visionary conversations and disruptive success stories. Hello and welcome to the Trust to Disrupt podcast. I'm super excited for you to be here. So let's dive in straight into what the high-level conversations are going to be about. The world is ready for a revolution and an evolution, and it is time to find your voice, your power, your influence, and your unique way to use it in favor of humanity. You can feel that in your heart too, right? But the thing is, this revolution and evolution will be different. And it needs all you visionary minds, you voices, entrepreneurs across all different kinds of industries, you artists, musicians, public figures, creators, Web3, and you crypto pioneers. All of you are needed here highly in a way like never before. And this time, we're not fighting the system by destroying it in the old way like we used to try a gazillion times through humanity. This time, we're disrupting it by building the opposite outside of it. And then the old gets infused with the newly created economies, societies, and lifestyles that are founded on freedom, wealth, love, and contribution, where we connect human potential and technology in a serving way. And there are people who have already started this. You will hear their courageous voices, their disruptive journeys, and their incredible success stories on this podcast, as well as my own story, and also about the platform I'm building as my contribution to this huge opportunity for all of us living on the planet right now. Hi, I'm Judith Juhnke, and I'm a future maker that trusts to disrupt. I consult visionary businesses and coach the leaders and founders across industries to disrupt in their field and become the niche through conscious leadership and authentic high performance. That means successful entrepreneurs, industry disrupting business owners, and visionary leading voices hire me when they're done with therapy, mindset coaching, and productivity hacks, and they're ready to fully crack open their potential to reach healthy, high-performance states by penetrating their own resources and power at a deeper level. I also want to share a little bit about what got me here and who is this person who is speaking with you and who's leading through the interviews you're going to be hearing very, very soon on the podcast here. So I'm Judith, as you know. I'm born in Germany. I do consider myself to be home in the world. I love traveling. I've traveled to more than 30 countries. I've lived in 2 outside of Germany for a longer period of time and into several more countries for a shorter period of time. I'm a vegan foodie. I really love good food. Really brings me a lot of joy. I love the ocean. And I do share my life's journey, half of it almost, with my soulmate man. So for 22 years, we've been together already in this lifetime. I do speak German and English fluently, Spanish on a medium level, and currently I'm learning Portuguese. So from this, you can already see I'm multi-passionate. I love learning new things. I get excited a lot about new things I get to discover, whether that is new cultures, languages, countries, or if that's new businesses, new ideas, ways of doing things in a different way and bettering things, always finding the more positive way to do something. So that also makes me a complete enthusiast for everything outside the norm, outside Matrix life, outside the old, and completely into excitement of everything that what I call is going to be the advanced world. New ways of how we're going to live together, new ways of how business or work or the economy overall is going to be defined, health, food, education, you name it, basically all areas of life, and how we can create new ways and better ways and more positive ways that will serve everyone and the world. Beyond that, I am also an ex-corporate leader in sales and business development with a degree in international business and management. In that decade that I spent in the corporate world, I've successfully built multi-7-figure accounts in retail from scratch. I'm an ace in negotiation, and I've been leading parts of a global mergers and acquisition integration. And the main thing why I was able to create a lot of success beyond what others were able to create at that time is because I do see potential connections and best possible results across a number of different dimensions and elements in a way that nobody else sees. And that is a skill set that I've also taken into my own business now. And it is also one of the reasons I had to leave the corporate world at a point of time to have more space to really do things my way and in a different way. Having said this, zoom in a bit to now, I've been an entrepreneur in the online space since 2019. In this time, amongst other things, I have done 3 different coaching certifications as an emotion coach, as a positive psychology coach, and an energy healer. And beyond that, I am trained in a lot of different other modalities, among which are breath work, somatic work, so everything around your body, trauma work, constellation work, identity work, and a lot of more things. And from 2019 onwards, more than 300 individuals have already trusted in my work, a lot of them really deep one-to-one private clients. My path led me through many different industries. And so you've heard, I'm multi-passionate. Obviously, I was involved in so many different projects, different industries, different roles, and also through entrepreneurship in different industries, and then also through my clients. So that means, as the essence of that, I am experienced in and connected to multiple industries and business models, whether that is product-based in branded businesses or product-based in private label, non-branded, whether that's service-based with a personal brand or a non-personal brand, whether that is having marketing being directed to the personal, private person or professional, or marketing and communication directed to entrepreneurs or B2B communication and an environment, whether that's online or brick or mortar businesses, coaching services, personal care products, the textile industry, consulting, and I've also started diving and connecting to the crypto and the Web3 space. So you see there's a multitude of different industries, business models, and ways of marketing and communication, which is completely what gets my passion on fire. And the people in my world and their global businesses, they love this idea pool to create their own unique next level version of impact from that and through the work that we do together. The thing is, to get here to this point, I also had to disrupt myself wildly, just like my clients do. So I haven't been always so clear and so strong in my power and being able to really voice what I'm about. For a long time in my life, I was running through life fighting for everything, against everything, and perceiving life really as something a lot of times being unfair or being so hard, and through a perception that for a lot of other people, seemingly things were so easy or were just happening, but just not for me. And I couldn't understand why. So cutting the long story short and zooming back to the last couple of years, I got to learn and understand that I had been really going through surviving 3 years of sexual abuse as a child by a group of men, and only remembering all of these experiences and events in my mid-30s. And today I'm 43. So it is a while ago, but not very long ago. And obviously that caused the necessity to really go through deep healing and understanding and rising beyond this and understanding the impact of that on a very deep level as well, influencing behavior. So today I can say I'm out the other end, still in evolution, obviously, but the majority of this long journey got me out with a healed nervous system and reconnected to my power, finally at a point that I trust myself and that I trust that it's safe to be me, that it's safe to use my voice, speak my truth, and to stand in my power. And that is what I'm delivering for everyone who's coming into my world as well, help them and support them to get to this point. Another beautiful thing, through this evolution process, for me, I unlocked my channeling and claircognition abilities. They also keep evolving around healing or advanced power activation for others, or simply clarity that comes through when we're in the process of working. And with all of that shared, if you ask me, what is the quintessence, Judith? From all the experiences you have, all the insights, all the processes, everything that you got connected to, etc., etc. If I want to break it down to one word that is also very relevant from everything that is coming from now for the future, I'm going to say it is consciousness. Consciousness is the biggest competitive advantage of the future to me. Consciousness of your behavior, consciousness of your power, of who you truly are, consciousness and clarity around what you're here to bring into the world. So if I look at the world, and when I speak about the advanced world, that is going to be the revolution and evolution that we're going through now as the whole world, as humanity, then the human individual that will lead this future positively into the advanced world is an individual who's able to operate in a completely new way. And by that, I really mean in a more conscious way. In a more conscious way, being conscious of your power, who you are, and leading yourself at a different level. And to me, that has three different components. And I will speak in more detail about this in the first solo episode. But in brief, this is going to be your human side as an individual, which is your mind, your emotions, your body, your nervous system, everything that makes you human, to be able to master and balance that at a next level in leading yourself. And because of that, then being able to bring in more what I'm calling the soul side, which is your intuition, which is all your wisdom stored in your DNA through all of the lifetimes lived, and remembering and activating also your potential supersensory skills, any clairsenses or any other channeling skills that you may have that you might not even know about. And that might sound a little bit, oh my goodness, what is she talking about? But I'm very sure any of these, there is something within you that wants to be activated, because there is something for you that you're supposed to bring in here as well, and that will help you move into this new way of operating. And the third element is technology, the technology that is evolving around us. We cannot ignore it. So why not better use it in a way that is serving? So that is the three components of conscious, authentic leadership that we need. And that is the up-leveled or higher or next level way of operating, right? So zoom into the first solo episode, where I'm going to be diving deeper into this concept. Closing this introduction episode here with you, getting you curious, hopefully, about the conversations with amazing leaders, and also diving deeper into these concepts. This podcast is for you, my loves, these visionaries at heart, the leaders with a voice, the creative minds, those with influence out there already, to enforce your trust and courage, that it's time for you too. It is your time now. Your voices need to be heard. And it's time to finally step up and contribute with what excites you, even though that sometimes may be something completely different to what it is that you're doing in the businesses now, or how you've built your level of influence, impact, and success up to this point. And to have the courage and trust to voice that which wants to come out through that which you're passionate about, so you can rise beyond any limitations, whether they're perceived or existing. Limitations of your industry, potentially your field, from peers or personal experiences. The world needs you. This revolution, this evolution. So trust to disrupt, and subscribe to and follow the Trust to Disrupt podcast to get notified when the next revolutionary, evolutionary conversation is airing. I'll see you there. Thanks for listening. I hope you really feel inspired and you gain new perspectives for your own ventures to take action. Remember to subscribe to the podcast, download the episode, and share it with one visionary person who needs to also hear this. Also, please leave a 5-star review if that feels aligned on iTunes or on Spotify. That helps to distribute the podcast to more people and to have high caliber guests on for you to enjoy.